tell you what, the hardest thing out there is to really see people as far as like whom they are and not as far as like who you would want them to be, right? Well, my deal is, man, I've been at the job for like 3 years where they show you no type of gratification at all to where they just take you for granted for everything that you do. And I'm right here just trying to hold my composure and be on my best behavior and not let my temper just flare up and turn basically into like the Black Incredible Hulk. So, come on, car, fuck, let's go. But anyways, so I'm at work and doing my job. Long story short, guys that I'm cool with, and one of the main guys that I'm cool with, his job is to, do a little extra, float around, help out everybody. Long story short, to get to the point, he didn't help out in my area whenever I needed him by the end of the day. Instead, he helped the clowns that basically, I would say that, you know, uh, I would say they would make him the butt of the joke all day. And basically, he decided to help them out and neglect my area. So I was told that I had to stay over like 15 minutes. So, but it's cool though. It is what it is. So, I stayed over, did my due diligence, cleaned up, uh, went home on my way to go pick up my kid. You know, things like that. But pretty sure they would not like for me to today on speak about certain things that are going inside the workplace. But I mean, it's public broadcast and everything like that, so I'm good. Speak on whatever I want to. It's a free country, right? Uh, Besides that, you know, um, I was a little, upset at the moment. But after that, I thought about something of what my cousin, well, as far as what my big cousin told me. Uh, he said that nobody owe you shit, and that's the God's honest truth. Nobody don't. So I had to really kind of sit right there in the heat of the moment, and as I'm deciding on whether I want to go home or not, because I'm like, technically by law, we only work 12 hours. You can't force anybody to stay over past, their working hours. So I basically, stayed the 15 minutes past my time to work, and I just did the little shit and went home. We're on my way home still, but I'm in town now. But I set it up. I did what I had to them do. But this shit, if this does not light a fire under my behind as far as to get out and to really get it, as far as to get a new job or a new career, then I don't know what will. Because I mean, they based when I asked for overtime earlier, they was like, we don't have any overtime available, blase blase. And I'm like, okay, like when did y'all put it up, man? We've been on put the overtime list up. That's gone. That's done. Da da da. Okay, well, how about by the end of the damn day, they gonna try to call me on the radio after they told me I had to damn stay over, and then tried to then go, I guess, get upset because I took my last break. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take my last break because by law we can have our, 15, 30, 15. But besides that, to stay on point with things, man, I mean, I basically, just like I said, reflected on what my big cousin told me that's in, jail. He basically told me, he said, look, he said, nobody owe you shit. And if I don't know the meaning of that shit, I know it now. Like I said, sometimes I just hold people up to a higher standard, so I guess that's my fault. So I just gotta, look at it like that and suck it up. But like I said, a new job, I'm definitely gonna have to jump off in that guy as far as that ain't gonna, do something else. Like for real. I mean, I'm skilled at what I do. I'm dedicated. I have tunnel vision. Like I said, I get the job done. I ain't really with all that talking and joking around and tongue wrestling, all that kind of stuff. Like what the guys they gonna be doing at work. They play around like big damn kids, man. I ain't got time for all that. I mean, it's okay to have fun, this and that, but I mean, when I work, I like to dang on work and concentrate as far as like on what I'm doing, and go home, do my bid, go home. It is what it is, right? So that's based on what I'm on. And, you know, like I said, my mindset as far as where I'm at and where they at is two different places. And it seems like no matter how I say it or as far as what I said, they always take everything of what I say as far as being the wrong thing or aggressive, which, you know, I don't understand. So it is what it is. So, like I said, I'm definitely going to stay up today, focus online as far as what's hiring, what's not, and, you know, do that. Submit my resume to I know two people that might have some jobs lined up for me. That's closer to home, so I have a little bit more time as far as to like, get in overtime elsewhere, spend more time, you know, with my family, and you know that whole thing, and not really have to dang on deal with people that don't know the meaning of integrity. You know, this job they claim that they family, but family won't do you. As far as you know, everything of what they dang on done to me within like this past couple of months. You know, I get booted out of my position of being a team lead to being put on opposite shift, all because I'm pointing out some biases that occurred between myself and other management. And instead of the top people in management addressing that situation that basically could have propelled into something else reckless, they just decide to just ignore it and to basically put me on the opposite shift of those guys and you know, had me working in a totally different new world, uh, to where I guess they might have assumed that I was going to fail at it, or you know, so that they can write me up and you know do the whole paper trail thing and get me fired, or hoping that I was going to quit, which I surpassed that. And you know, I basically done it anyway. My problem is, how can you be in management and you don't know me, if one on one, never had a conversation with you, and you want to come at the table with preconceived notions that I'm such a bad guy due to rumors or things that you might have heard of me or by one person, which is ridiculous. I mean, you're supposed to give everybody a clean slate, and you're supposed to give everybody the benefit of the doubt whenever they, you know, have an issue. But like I said, I went to the table to them and I wrote, I submitted a long paragraph, you know, to management, HR, and they done nothing about it to appease me. So I'm basically stuck like in limbo to where they having me work everywhere. Like for instance, Saturday I worked in final for like 2 hours, and then I worked somewhere else after that. Let me see. They had me working in final because the team lead was late. I worked there for about like 2 hours. Then they had me working in medicine on forklift. Then they took me off of that. Then they had me on the tugger, pulling the phase. Then they put me off of that. Had me doing prep stock, which is ridiculous. And just like the other day when I worked Monday, they had me on my shift. They had me working pinch trim. Then they moved me out of pinch trim doing mixing, and then you know the whole tugger like little thing, which is like a big scooter basically. I mean, I'm multifaceted as far as that what I do. That's value. Most other jobs will actually appreciate that and say a thank you by the end of the day, or hey, Josh, you know I appreciate it. This and that. But you know, these cats did none of the above. Instead, they just wanted to just be on some old fuck shit and shit like that. But you know, just want to be on some stuff like that. So I ain't really got time for that. You know, it is what it is. So, like I said, can't always have your cake and eat it too, man. But you know, I ain't mad at nobody. It's all Gucci. Anyways, guys, this is my work. Uh, this is my work vlog. Other than that, I'm good. I'm out. Alright, y'all live life. I want to share this shit on Facebook, Instagram.